Hello, thank you for tuning into my channel. I'm doing a quick little bear repair, so if you want to see how I fix the eye in this little guy, please stay tuned. So I'm actually right now in a mystery location filming for this video. One of my coworkers brought me this little bear, and it's her son's, and she asked me if I could repair it. And it's a memory bear made out of some of his dad's shirts. So I'm going to quickly do a few repairs on it just to get this little eye fixed, or not this one, this little eye fixed, and so I can get it back to her so he can have it tonight for bed. So I brought some things from home. I woke up and I was like inspired, and I was like, I know how to do it. What happened was that when he was little, he bit the safety eye out, and I didn't think that was possible, but I think what happened was that the eye was right in the seam, and so it came out easily. He was able to pull it out. So I pulled a few things together. So let me show you what I have to hopefully repair this quickly. I have just a scrap piece of batting here, and I have a little piece of fabric that I'm going to try as well. And then I brought my little safety eyes with their backs, because they're the same size as this safety eye, and so I was glad that I already had the size. I didn't have to go to the store. And I got to put all these back in here. And I have just some scissors, and I have my needle and thread. So let's get started with this. The first thing, well, okay, let's go over what I think I need to do to repair it. I am still concerned about it being on the seam, that it's not the most sturdy that it could be. But that's why I have the fabric and the batting. I'm going to put my eye on this first, and then stuff this whole thing in here, and then ladder stitch around it to close it back up. That's the plan. So I hope it works. My first step is going to be to cut a little piece of the batting. I'm going to cut a square of batting, and I'm going to cut it bigger than I think it needs to be, and just stuff the whole thing in there and hope it works. Okay. And then I'm going to, because I'm concerned that this isn't going to be enough, that's why I have both of these. I'm going to layer these, and I'm going to put the eye in the top of this. So let's see. Here we go. And so I'm just cutting around the batting. I just woke up with this inspiration, so I'm not really sure if it's going to work, but I'm just going to, I think based on the basic principles in my mind, that the eye needs something to hold on to. And so this fabric will give the eye something to hold on to. And then when I ladder stitch this, it's going to be, it'll be secure enough, hopefully, to hold that eye in place. Okay. So now I'm going to just cut a small hole in this, and about in the center. So I'm just folding it on the diagonal here and putting a little snip. That hole might be too big. I hope it's not, but whatever. All right, and then I'm going to take my little eye here and poke it through that hole, and then I'll take a backing and put it on it. And I'm really not sure if I should tighten it all the way because of where I have to do the stitching. So I don't think I am yet. I'm concerned, though, that I won't be able to get in there to tighten it all the way at the end, but we'll see. Okay, so I'll just do like 2 clicks on it. Well, that's just 1 click. So the backing is right here, but I don't have it all the way because I want to see if I can get the fabric in the eye. I want to see if I can get it really close to the button before I tighten it up. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, now I'm going to take this piece, and even though it seems like it's really large, I'm just going to stuff it in here because I just want to make sure that I have enough space. Okay, so I'm just, let's see, can you see that? I'm just stuffing it in there. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try to flatten it out. Let's see what I can do. It may not need to be flattened out. Well, okay. Let's see what I can do. Because right now I'm like pulling it apart. Oh, but it's okay. Because I am going to ladder stitch it all closed, I think it'll be fine. All right. So I'm just pushing this fabric in here and trying to smooth it out. Actually, I found this on my desk, so I'm just going to use that to kind of flatten the fabric out in there. If not, then I could make it a little bit smaller, like just cut it down, or not. I think it's okay. Alrighty. And right now I'm just kind of flattening it out so that the fabric is as flat as it can be in there, because it is a lot of fabric, so I'm trying to just, it's like a big piece, a big square. So let's see. Okay. Good. And good. So it's flat all the way around. I can feel that. And then I'm just going to pull the eye up a little bit so that it can kind of, so that they match. Okay. And now I'm going to tuck the fabric in behind the eye, because now I'm going to be able to see where my ladder stitches are going to go. Okay, so you can kind of see that. And they look even on camera, so that's good. And now I'm going to take my needle and thread, and I'm going to close up these little openings. So let's see, I'm not sure if I should try that on camera because I'm such a slow sewist. But I think I'll take a couple of stitches so you can see it. Let's see. I'm going to pull these threads as tight as I can get them, because these were threads that were stitched by the machine, or stitched on the machine. So they're, you know, but I want to try to get up under them so I can do my ladder stitching. So there we go. That's what we have so far. So let's see if we can get a ladder stitch. I'm going to do my needle and thread right here. I hope I remember how to do the ladder stitch now that I'm on camera. I don't know if I remember. Alrighty. But before I do that, let me see if I'll be able to reach back and, yeah, I think I'll be able to reach back and tighten the eye where the safety. I'll be able to push that little thing on there so it's nice and tight. All right, so grab my needle, thread it up. Okay. And I go ahead and tie the knot at the end, and I'm using a double strand of thread. I don't know if that's customary, but that's just what I like to do. Okay. I just give it a knot. Okay. And now I'm going to, not sure if I should start from the top or from the bottom. I think I'll do start from the bottom. And I'm just going to see where I can fit this in here, and then I'll turn it around so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just poking the needle through. Okay, and so that my knot will be inside the fabric. And I'm going to tuck that little tail in somehow. All right, and then I'm going to start my ladder stitch. Let's see. So let's see if I can. I'm going to pause the video and then turn the camera around. All right, so I'm up close. Hopefully I can show you this ladder stitch. I've already brought my my thread up to the top. So I'm just going to, there are folds already in here from where the seam was. The seam allowance is folded. So I'm getting in between the layers of the seam allowance. And I'm just going to go across, and then up in between those layers here. Let's see if I can get it on camera. There we go. All right, and then, so some of these are the other threads. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring it across on the other side and then do that same thing. So I'm just taking a little bite up into the into that crease where that seam allowance is, and then I'm just going straight up. And I'm pulling both layers here. Then I do the same thing on the other side, so kind of trying to get it straight across and then up. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and pull it and hope it works. Pull, pull, pull. And there we go. So that's from the other thread from the sewing machine. So let's see. Okay, so you can see that now it's closed up. And then I'm going to do, let me see. Now I go over and up. And I'm just going to go around my around the eye. And hopefully when I close it all up, everything will be encased in there. Okay. And then, so now, like now, this section is going to be behind the eye, so hopefully it'll stay. But I'm doing the same thing. I'm going across and then up to form that ladder. Now I'm going behind the eye, across, and then up, hoping that it'll stay. Well, let me pull it tight. Let's see. Let's pull it. Okay, good. And then let's see. I'm sort of tempted to pull a little bit of the thread, a little bit of the fabric from the foundation that the bear is stuck into. I'm tempted to do that, but I'm not sure. Uh-oh, can you see that? Yeah, still. Okay, so still going across, then going over, or then going in between those layers and moving that stitch up. So right now, since I'm behind the eye, it's kind of a challenge, but okay. So right now, I'm going to just take a second and make sure that the eyes are sort of even. Alrighty, so my storage was about to run out, so I had to go delete a few things, but still, wait, let me see what you make sure you see. Still doing my ladder stitch, just a couple more stitches to go. Let's see, didn't really get that one in between that little crease. And right now it looks like there's a little extra fabric right there. I'm not really going to stress about that. I'm just going to make it work. So let's see here. Now I'm going to try to go a little bit past where the fabric started, or where the thread started, and I'll just try to cut away that excess. Let's see. Are they even? Yep, they're even. Okay, so I'm just going to go a little bit further down. Let's see. Okay, a little bit further down. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put a knot here because I'm ready to end my ready to end it. Okay. All right, so now I'm just going to take another ladder stitch on the other side. Okay, but this one I'm kind of bringing it high because I want to pull that knot back in there. So we'll see if I can do that. Okay, I think I did. And then it should, wait, no, I didn't pull it. Let me get it. I'm just pulling the knot behind the fabric. So, well, maybe. Oh, there's the knot. Never mind, it just came out. Oh no. So let me take another small stitch. And then this one I'm just gonna I'm gonna pull it out further. So you see I'm just pushing it over here, and then just to get that knot back in between behind the fabric. Okay, there it is. And then I'm going to cut this away. Perfect. All right, so now the only other thing I need to do to clean it up is to pull these little threads out. These are from the original sewing machine part. Okay, good. I hope it's not super obvious what I've done. Alrighty. So I think that's it. And you can see his little eye. Hopefully they're close enough and they don't look like they're mismatched. But it's not a hard process to do to repair something like this. I was just inspired this morning and I went ahead and did it. Probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes. If you have any questions about what you've seen in this video, please leave them in the comments below. Thumbs up this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!